Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Errico, TradersAudio.com, coming to you from the Energy Pits here at the NYMEX, talking about our weekly recap here for the crude. So, where we close the crude here now today, where we close and settled, is going to be around the 93.77 level again, with somewhat of a sideways week here for the most part, as you can see on the chart here. So, what it comes down to is we've been in a range here from about 92.5 up to 94.5, so to say, with really waiting for somewhat of a breakout here. So we're poised for a breakout. So for the upside, to get up higher, we would need to close and settle above the 94.81 and then a test at a 92.20 area for us to see, at least in the options, what they're suggesting here to get up into the $98 area. So again, that's a close and settle above the 94.81 area, and then a break of the 95.20 area to the upside, getting us up to $97, $98 area. Now to the downside here, we would need to get below, obviously first, the bottom of our range here at the 92.5 level, and even getting down below the 91.80 area. That will get us down to the 90 and possibly even the $86 area, with that being the bottom of our longer term trading range. So again, ladies and gentlemen, here now, those are our longer here term perspectives. Now looking here at the chart, we have up here, we have some major support, big support zones. You can see shaded up there, short-term support zone over through 92.40 up to 92.65. That 92.65 being your pit session low several times this week. About 3 times now this week we've used that as a pit session low, which these markets have been bouncing right off this 92.65 area. Again, pit session low for 3 sessions now. And this is going to be the third test, and now a triple bottom. So looking rather bullish here. So again, needing to break above the 94 and settling actually above the 94.81, close and settle above the 94.81, then a breakout of the 95.20 area can get us all the way up to the 97 area or 98. So why do we say that? Well, that infamous buyer that's been into the market here, buying that 90 to 95 call spread earlier in the beginning of the year. We've seen this infamous buyer here now roll his positions into the March contract. About a quarter of his positions again rolled into the March. And we also seen him buy the 95 to 97 call spread. So again, rather bullish position this infamous buyer is putting on. We saw several strikes trade over 1,000 times in the pit. On Friday, we saw the 95 put trade about, the 95 call trade about 1,000 times. We saw the both Feb and March 97 put trade about 1,000 times as well. That's why we're using 97 to 98 as that target to the upside, because that 97 put in both Feb and March trades about 1,000 times. We saw the Feb 90 put trade about 1,000 times or so, and then obviously that 95 to 97 call spread that we talked about traded over 1,000 times, with that infamous buyer also coming in and buying about a 500 lot of that particular call spread. In the week ahead, we could expect just our crude oil expiration coming afloat here, so we can actually, it'd be prevalent to see us trade around these strike levels because of the fact that we have expiration coming up. Also, keep in mind, volatility very low, falling out of the sky the last couple weeks, and now starting to become sideways here just a bit. So a lot of traders that I spoke to are looking actually to buy the volatility, the at-the-money volatility, so that can also cause a little bit of spark into this market. But this is all in the short term for this week of expiration. After expiration, I'm thinking we can see prices go a little bit lower, fundamentally speaking, because there's lots of supply in this market. Throughout Thursday and Friday, we saw a lot of news hit the wire of just more production coming afloat. So when there's lots of supply, more production, and less demand coming into the market, that could also be very bearish. So after this expiration, we could just keep an eye on lower prices, and also keep in mind we saw that Feb and March 90 put trade over 1,000 times again in the pit. Real quickly now, just moving on over to the natural gas. We have natural gas here with support holding miraculously here. We see that support at the 305, 308, and 315 level holding. And it brought us all the way back up here into this area that we're trading in now, around the 330 area. So again, trading now above the 330 area. It's a big turning point in this market. If we can hold above the 330 level, we can obviously see us trade up into this major support, major resistance area at the 330 to 360 area. If not, we can trade lower back here into the support here, the 305, 308, and 315 levels. So again, just to keep an eye on some levels here in the natural gas, which is going to be that 330 area, big level. Again, bring us either back up to resistance or lower down to support. Again, in the options, we saw the 330 to 340 call spread trade over 1,000 times. So again, that's rather a bullish play here for the near-term options again. And really, it looks like they're selling the 340 put. They're buying the 340 put. They're selling the 360 put, I meant to say here. So they're buying the 340 put, selling the 360 put, but again, really just a lot of options activity suggested to sell that 340 to 360 zone, which is our upwards resistance, which makes a lot of sense here in the near term. Again, 330 major level here. We're going to have to see if we can get a break above it, or we'll trade within this little bit of a sideways range, which I'm going to highlight here, that we've been in for the last couple weeks. So either this range here, or we break out above that 330. So big turning point here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for more commentary, please join us Sunday night call. Please join us Sunday night call here at Traders Audio. We're going to be discussing the market outlook for this week and interviewing a couple pit traders, and obviously looking at some more charts to try to get a better indication on what's happening here. Obviously, we're also going to talk about those big options positions and more on expiration. So, ladies and gentlemen, please come join us here. We're talking 7 o'clock Eastern time here on Sunday night. Again, both for Crude Squawk and Traders Audio members, so please come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. But that's about it for now. We'll see you Sunday night, 7 o'clock.